Welcome back Pokefans to part 18 of my Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge, and this is my Brilliant Diamond series. Last episode we made our way to Wellstone City as well as explored the Team Galactic basement, or I would rather call it a warehouse, and we were able to get the main special key to enter the main Team Galactic headquarters that is existing right here in Wellstone City. Now I was in Route 215 still checking on this honey tree, but it seems like it's not yet ready. So let me make my way back to Wellstone City and we can definitely go ahead and go through the whole, the main headquarters today. We have a lot of important battles coming up. We have battle with commanders, we have battle with the Team Galactic head, as well as a lot of other different battles with the Team Galactic runs as well. So let's see how we can actually do it. I have a few Pokemons that I can actually use, but I did decide to switch it up a little bit and added a few of the other team members into the mix as well, just to have them level up and be around the same level that my main team members are presenting. Now, before we move anywhere else, I decided to change the clothing of my character. And this is what I actually bought. Leather jacket style is quite costlier. It's one of those that is, it's only reserved if you have a lot of Pokemoney. And even though I didn't have that much, I just decided to go ahead and buy it because it just looks amazing on this character as well. Anyway, here we are, and this is my current team members. I might go ahead and switch them up a little bit in between, but let's see how this one goes for now. Alright, here is a first hidden item that's actually a full heal. I was not really expecting to get it over there, but I guess it's pretty cool. Alright, it seems like this Team Galactic run doesn't really want to turn around. I thought maybe we can have a double battle to begin up this episode, but it seems like it's not going to be happening. So let's just have the single battle with this grunt. Alright, he is actually starting with a Golbat, so that's quite nice to see. Golbat is a pretty good Pokemon. I personally have used it before and it's pretty cool. I did go ahead and switch out my, Sneasel over here up in front, just to see how much damage it can actually do, but it seems it doesn't really have that good of a moveset. So it's not really doing too much damage to this Golbat. I think it's time for me to actually switch out the Sneasel. I don't really want it to go down. I know Golbat will have some really good movesets, so I think it's better to actually switch it out. Now I only have 3 team members, or the 3 original team members currently with me. So let's see how we can actually take down the other Team Galactic runs as well. Might be a bit difficult because some of the typings are missing, but I think we can still deal with them considering my Pokemons are quite higher level. Either way, thankfully I had my Bronzong, so I was easily able to switch it in. Alright, let's see which is the next one, and it seems like he has another Golbat. Alright, it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a switch training over here, so it might not be the straight up battles. I have seen that if I do battle a wild Pokemon, they don't tend to give the amount of EXP that the trainers give. So I think, leveling up Sneasel over here would be much easier if I just, follow up the switch training. Okay, that is pretty good. I think it's nice to see that Golbats are not really directly attacking us over here. It at least saves me from healing up my team members, every single turn. Alright, that air cutter did nothing. Even though it was not effective, it literally did nothing. So I'm really happy about it. And we were easily able to take down the Golbat as well, so that's pretty cool. Alright, it seems like Mime Jr. is leveling up quite a bit. Considering it is still in a lower level, I guess that might be the case as well. But I'm happy to see it over here. I might have to actually equip the suit belt to it as well, which we did find way back in Pokemon Mansion. That will actually help raising its friendship level and might actually help us by, evolving sooner. So let's see how that goes. Alright, the second grunt also had a Golbat, so I see a new Golbat trend happening over here. Before we had Dustox and Beautifly trend, but it seems like now we are seeing a lot of Golbats. Okay, I guess we are going to be seeing a lot more as well, considering we have many grunts to battle in Mount Coronet as well. We should be able to easily take it down, but regarding this move that it just used now, which is actually Quick Card, I really didn't get the usefulness of it because I have personally tried using it, but it seems like it's not really having the necessary effect that it's supposed to have, or maybe I'm actually using it wrongly, but I don't know really how to use that move maybe. Alright, here is gonna be our next Pokemon, and I actually decided to bring in my Sneasel again. Since it's a Silcoon, I should be able to easily take it down, maybe 2 to 3 moves. I'm actually quite happy to see a Silcoon at level 34, although I think it should have actually evolved into a Dustox, but this is much easier. Okay, it's actually using Tackle, that's surprising. They usually tend to use Harden, so it's a bit surprising to see here. Anyway, it went back to using Harden, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Alright, I think I should get a better Ice type move than Icy Wind. This is literally doing no damage to my Pokemon, so I'm actually hoping as I level it up, it will actually learn. If not, I still have a chance of buying the Ice Beam TM here in Waystone City, so I might actually go ahead and do that as well. Alright, at least we were able to defeat the Dustox over here, so that's quite nice. Okay, it's actually learning Home Claws, which I might actually teach it. This is actually going to help Sneasel a bit more as it does increase the attack stat of it. Alright, we have defeated this second Team Galactic grunt as well. Alright, let's move on. We do have a few items that we can actually pick up over here, so let me actually pick it up before we move on. Alright, here is another web panel. It's actually quite nice to see these panels over here, even though it does look very weird over here with this really weird animation, but I think this is quite nice. I think it's a really good idea. It might have just not been executed that well. Either way, we did get a max revive, which is again not really helpful for me, but I think I'll just pick it up because we can actually sell it. Alright, none of my team members are really hurt, so I don't think I need to heal them up right away. But we do have another scientist right here, so let's quickly go ahead and battle him. I wonder if he has a Kadabra. These scientist guys are really having this Kadabra. Yup, he has one as well. Okay. Anytime I see a scientist NPC in this game, it's definitely gonna be having a Kadabra. Either way, sadly I don't have any dark type moves, so I can't really use my Sneasel over here. I did try using Metal Claw, as Kadabra's defense is pretty bad, but it seems like it tried using Reflect over here, so I'm not really sure if my move is gonna do that amount of damage. Okay, that is better. I think I'll be able to take it down in this next turn, as long as I don't miss it since my accuracy actually fell. So let's see if we can hit it. And we do. We were able to take down this Kadabra. I'm really hoping that Sneasel will get some moves after this, because its moveset is pretty poor right now. It doesn't really have a good move. The only one that I really see potential with is that Metal Claw, which might actually help us, but other than that, the other moves are pretty bad. Alright, we have defeated this scientist over here. So let's move on, and we do have another warp panel over here to actually go through. Okay, it seems like we have beds that will actually help us, take rest and heal our Pokemons. Now, as a real life kind of situation, this is pretty bad because why would you just go ahead and rest in a bed that's randomly present? But I guess in the Pokemon universe it does work out. And we have a double battle over here. Alright, I'm actually pretty excited for this one. Okay, let's see which Pokemon these two trainers are gonna be having. And it seems like they have 5 Pokemons in total. Alright, it's Stunky and a Krogunk. I should have actually expected these, but alright, it's nice to see them after seeing a lot of Golbats. Now, I might have to switch out my Sneasel at some point. I'm not really sure if it's gonna do that amount of damage. Okay, well, I did decide to go ahead and switch out to my Gastrodon. It does have a ground type move, so it should be pretty easy for me to defeat these two poison types over here. And let's see if we can actually switch in Sneasel again. I'm not really sure considering these Pokemon do have some really good moves. Alright, let's see if we can take down at least one of them over here. And Krogunk is down. Not bad. I wonder if this Stunky over here does have Aftermath ability, considering most of these runs do have a Stunky with Aftermath ability. Alright, it seems like Bronzong is at level 50 finally, and it did try learning Future Sight, which is a very tricky move. I have tried using it before, but if your Pokemon does go down in between using that move, it might not actually work. So it's quite trickier. It's a 2-turn move, and personally I don't really like 2-turn moves because it's just a gamble at that point. You never know whether you'll be able to hit it or not. Unless you're using a Pokemon or your opponent is having a Pokemon that can't really, do you any damage in between the 2 turns. Either way, I think having Psychic is good enough. Psychic is a pretty good move, and I'm pretty sure that is a better move from Future Sight itself. Okay, here is another Stunky, and we did just defeat a Glameow, so it's nice to see that. Alright, again a Stunky and Krogunk pair, which is actually switched in this turn, but we should be able to take down both of these. Alright, I should have actually used the ground type move on Stunky, but for some reason I clicked it on Krogunk. Now, even though Krogunk did go down, I think it would have been easier to take down the Krogunk with a Psychic rather than trying to take down the Stunky with a Steel type move. Alright, still we were able to take the 2 Pokemons down, so that's quite nice. And of course, the Stunky still has Aftermath ability, which means my Bronzong is pretty badly hurt. I will just go ahead and heal up my team members again, and we can move from there. Alright, my team members are completely healed, and here we are. Let's move on forward. Now this middle one is actually gonna be going to a dead end, but we do have 2 items that we can actually pick up over here, so let's quickly go ahead and do that. The first one is gonna be this Brave Candy, which was actually hidden. And the second one is gonna be a elixir. Both are really good items, so I would recommend you guys to just come over here and pick them up before you move on with the storyline. Alright, we are actually quite close to battling the Team Galactic head, so I'm actually quite excited about this one. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and open this door. I'm actually ready for this battle. This is gonna be quite exciting as this is the first time we're actually battling Cyrus over here. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I'm actually excited to see what Pokemon he uses because I clearly don't remember what he used before. The only thing I remember is that he does have a Sneasel of his own, so I know that's the only Pokemon that I actually remember. Okay, he has 3 Pokemons, and the first one is a Murkrow. Alright, I actually remember that Cyrus over here actually has a dark type theme, so most of these Pokemons are dark type, which is very easy for us to calculate considering fighting types are having a super effective ability against the dark type. So if you have a fighting type Pokemon, that will make it much easier. Other than Murkrow over here, whom I might have to actually switch out my Sneasel and switch in my Gastrodon too. Gastrodon does have Ice Beam, so it should be able to easily take down this Murkrow. Alright, seems like Murkrow is at level 40. I wonder why he never evolved it though. Murkrow is quite good, but it's pretty weak in its unevolved form. If you do evolve it with a Duskstone to Honchkrow, that is much better. Honchkrow is quite strong and it can actually take a hit. I guess that's the main thing. So we were easily able to take down his first Pokemon. Alright, his second one is a Golbat and we can still take it down with Gastrodon. You know what, I feel like Gastrodon can take down all the three of his team members pretty easily, considering his moveset is so good. Alright, let's see if the Ice Beam takes this Golbat down, and unfortunately it did not. Okay, it actually survived with 1 HP. That is very crazy. I really expected it to go down, but alright. He actually used a Super Potion over here to heal it up, but I think we are able to take it down with a Body Slam. Alright, that was a crit hit as well, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see which is his last Pokemon. I presume it will be the Sneasel that I was mentioning before. And my Sneasel is actually at level 37. Quite nice. Alright, I did decide to actually switch into my Infernape, who should be easily able to take down the Sneasel. And let's see at what level his Sneasel is gonna be. The other two Pokemons were around level 40, so this one should be a bit higher. Yup, this one is at level 43. Alright, seems like the team members, or I guess the NPCs of this game, are catching up to my team members right now. Either way, we were easily able to take it down with 1 hit. So we have defeated Cyrus for the very first time. And I'm quite happy about it because we just have half of our team members right now. The other half are just chilling out in the box. So it's quite nice. Alright, he's actually going to be giving us the Master Ball over here. This is going to help us catch Giratina in the future. So pretty good. Either way, he is also going to mention that we do have to go to Mount Coronet next. That's where he's actually going to be making his way as well. So I guess thanks for letting us know your future plans, Cyrus. That's probably what we have to say. Either way, we have an option to go ahead and free up the lake Pokemons. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Alright, it seems like my team members are fully healed, so I don't have to worry about healing them again. It might have been auto-healed after that first battle. So let's go ahead and talk to Saturn again, who is gonna be challenging us once more. So we do have to defeat him in order to let go of these legendary Pokemons. Alright, as usual, he has 3 Pokemons. The first one being a Kadabra. Again, my Sneasel doesn't have a dark type move, so quite sad. I really wish it did, but apparently doesn't really learn it at this point. Okay, he actually switched out his team member. That was quite nice. I think I do have to switch in as well because I do not trust that Toxicroak. Alright, I guess we'll be switching out to my Bronzong, who should be able to take it down with a Psychic or 2. I really like Toxicroak. Personally, I think it's an awesome Pokemon and it's quite nice to see it over here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it, so we are just, supposed to look at this and be happy, I guess. Alright, it used Thief, I guess, at this point, stealing my item, but not really helpful. I was still able to take it down in 1 hit, so that's nice. Alright, let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. I suspect it's gonna be his Bronzor, which I remember him having in his team. Yep, he is actually switching into his Bronzor, which means I can actually switch in back to Sneasel. Not that Sneasel can take down the Bronzor, but I think the switch training over here might help as well. Alright, his Bronzor is now at level 38. Again, not evolved. Not really sure why, but let's go ahead and switch into another Pokemon. This time I decided to go to Infernape, even though, Bronzor might know, I guess, extra sensory at this point, which might hurt my Infernape. But I believe that, Infernape should be able to easily take it down with a fire type move. Okay, Infernape is confused, so now I'm a bit worried. But I think we should still be able to take this Bronzor down. Yep, thankfully we didn't hurt ourselves. That's quite nice, and we were able to take down the Bronzor as well. Alright, he is going to be switching out to his Kadabra, which is his last Pokemon. And we can actually switch in our Sneasel. Not bad. I'm quite happy with the battle that's going on right now. We are still able to take down his Pokemon with ease, so that's quite nice. Alright, since I did actually take down a Kadabra before, I'll try doing the same over here. But since this Kadabra is quite high level than the last one, it's gonna take probably 3 to 4 turns to take it down. Okay, as long as the Kadabra is not using its move against us, I think we should be still fine. Okay, this Kadabra actually has Rain Dance, which is quite weird move. I was not expecting it. Maybe it's something to do with the Toxicroak that he had. Might be the reason why he actually taught it Rain Dance, but okay. Alright, he is actually trying to decrease my accuracy, which is a bit annoying considering we might actually miss our move. But thankfully we did not, and we were able to take down the Kadabra as well. Not bad. We have defeated Saturn for the second time. Now again, this is not the last time we're going to be battling him, so we will see him in the future. But we were at least able to, save the 3 lake Pokemons and free them up as well. Alright, let's go ahead and press the button. And that actually released them. Quite nice. Now, as Cyrus said before, we do have to make our way to Mount Coronet. So let me actually make my way over there and we can actually continue the game from there. Now here we are in Mount Coronet. I did have to go ahead and buy a lot of super repels as well as some some healing items. This is gonna be a bit longer journey considering we have a lot of important battles that are gonna happen, as well as a lot of hidden items that we can actually pick up. Now I'm gonna be picking up as many as hidden items that I can actually remember. There are quite a few that you can actually easily miss. So I'll try and show you guys all the hidden items that are present in this area. Although if I do miss any one of them, please just write down it in the comment section. I'll go ahead and get that as well. Alright, not bad till now. We haven't had really any of the encounters until this one right here. Now the reason why we're still getting the encounter even though we have put up a repel is because of my Sneasel. I did have it up in front and I think that might have been a mistake. I should have actually switched into my another team member, which I will actually go ahead and do it now, considering the fact that my Sneasel might not be able to run away and might go down because of this Medicham. Medicham is a pretty good Pokemon. Personally, I did want to use it, but since I already had a fighting type Pokemon, which is my Infernape, I didn't want to have another one that is the same. So that's the reason why I actually stopped using mine. But it's a really good Pokemon and I think I actually enjoyed using Meditite considering that it is also having a really good moveset. Alright, we were easily able to take down the Medicham over here with a flying type move since it's part psychic and fighting. Alright, let's go ahead and I might actually switch out my team members considering that Sneasel might actually give us a few problems. Alright, I'll actually switch into my Staraptor, who should be pretty good. Alright, this is actually a hidden exit to Route 27. In Route 207, you might remember there was one item that we couldn't get because of this rock climb. And we are now able to actually access it. Since we actually are able to use rock climb, there are a lot of other areas where we can use this move. I remember there was one in Route 208 as well, which we can actually go ahead and get on a later stage. But for now, we'll actually go ahead and move on. There are quite a few items that we can actually pick up. As you can see, this is actually the fourth item right over here. And it's actually the TM for Rock Slide. Not bad. I really like that move. It's one of those nice rock type moves that we can actually rely on. And here is our fifth item, which is a revive. Alright, let's move on. I don't think we have any other moves or any other items that we can actually pick up over here. Alright, the only thing is going to the top of the Mount Coronet is going to take some time, considering we have a lot of trainers to go ahead and battle. I think I'll go ahead and battle all the Team Galactic grunts in this episode. And in the next one, we can definitely go ahead and battle the Team Galactic commanders as well as Cyrus. Alright, here we have another Team Galactic grunt. Let's see which Pokemon he actually has. Alright, this trainer is gonna have, I believe, only one Pokemon. Yup. And they are gonna be having a Beautifly. Alright. Not bad. I guess it's not as good as Golbat, but not as bad as a Wormhole either. So it's okay. I guess having a Beautifly is better. At least it's gonna give us a lot of EXP over here. I know that it has been quite some time since we have used Staraptor, so it's quite nice to see it over here. I think the last time I actually used Staraptor was way back in 5th gym maybe. So it has been quite some time and I'm quite happy to see it over here. I feel like these last few episodes I have been just using my Bronzong and Skuntank. So I will definitely try and use my other Pokemons like Staraptor and Luxray over here. Maybe the main reason why I never use them is because they are usually higher leveled, and using a high level Pokemon is not that fun. So I used to avoid using them. But now that Staraptor is a bit lower level, I think I can actually go ahead and use it. Alright, here we have a Bronzor, and I believe Bronzor is not going to be doing too much damage on me, so I'll just go ahead and use my Staraptor over here. Alright, close combat is the only move I accidentally use on this Bronzor, so that's what I'm going to be using over here. Sadly, it did not take the Bronzor down, which is quite funny considering Bronzor does have a lot of defense, but I never thought it was this good. Alright, I think at least we should be able to take it down in this next turn. And we have taken it down. Not bad. Alright, most of these trainers are actually having only one Pokemon, so I'm quite surprised about that. This might be the case because we have a lot of trainers. That might be the case why they actually decided to have one Pokemon per trainer. Either way, it's making the battle pretty easy for us. And we are outside. Alright. Since my team members are actually healed, I think we can actually move on. Now there are a couple of different ways we can actually go over here, and I'll try going through all of them because some of them actually, even though they are a dead end, they do have some really good items in them. Now I think the only one TM that we are not able to still use is actually waterfalls, which we have right here. And at some point, once we are able to use waterfalls, I'll actually come over here to get the one item that we have. It's actually, I believe, a plate item, one of those held items that we can use for a specific Pokemon. Again, I'm not really sure which held item it is. I just remember it was one of those plate items, and I guess we'll only get to know once I come here. Alright, let's go ahead and climb over here as well, as we do have one more hidden item over here, which is right next to this rock. Alright, it's actually a nugget. Quite nice to see one over here. It does sell for quite a lot, and I believe I need a bit of Pokémon money at this point, so I'm happy to get all of these items. Alright, let's move on. We do have another cave to pass through, and I believe we have to go through here for that. Now, I do remember I did skip one item over there. Not really sure why I did that, but I did skip an item over there. It's actually a hidden item, and you will be able to find it right next to the Rock Smash rocks. There is one more hidden item over here as well, but I guess we do have to battle this trainer before we move on. Alright, he actually has a Dustox. Quite nice to see it over here. Again, pretty cool considering that we still have a Staraptor up in front, and we should be able to easily take this Pokemon down. Now, regarding the ball capsules, I have not been using the stickers I have got recently. I believe we have got quite a few of them considering we have defeated 2 rupee gyms. The last time I actually, updated my ball capsule was after the 4th gem badge. So I believe I have collected a lot of them. Maybe at some point after these main battles, just before the 8th gem, I might actually go back and update my ball capsules as well. Either way, I think the current animations for all of my team members look pretty cool. So I don't think they lack in too much, but I feel like, especially Staraptor over here could have gotten a bit of more stickers. Alright, let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. I did switch into my Gastrodon, who again I haven't really been using too much these last few episodes. I remember using it in the, I guess the 4th gym or the 5th one, but I haven't really used it after that, so it's quite nice to see it over here. Alright, we have taken down the Golbat as well, and it seems like Gastrodon is at level 51. Okay, that's quite high. And we have defeated the Team Galactic Grunt as well. Not bad. Let's actually go ahead and move on. We do have this Rock Smash over here, so let me check if there is a hidden item over here. Yep, there is another Revive. Quite nice. So let's move on. Alright, we have another Grunt again over here. Now I think I might actually go ahead and skip out one of these caves, which I might actually take up in the next episode. Of course, there are a few items that I actually skipped. Maybe I'll go back and show you guys those items as well. But for now, I think the main goal for me is to reach the top of Mount Coronet. Alright, this trainer has a Stunky. Again, quite nice to see one over here. Seems like most of the Team Galactic members, just like I thought, are actually using Poison type Pokemons or Bug type Pokemons. Either way, they are quite easy for us to actually defeat, and we have defeated this Stunky over here as well. Alright, another Golbat. Again, I think I can actually go ahead and either use Bronzong or Gastrodon. Since Gastrodon is at level 51, I think it's better to use our Bronzong over here, which should be able to take it down in one hit. Alright, here's another Golbat, and seems like the level in which the Pokemons are still around level 40. This is actually quite surprising considering that we did actually battle Team Galactic Commanders around Pokemons with level 43. So I was actually expecting maybe the Pokemons over here would be around level 43, but I guess they're still lower. Either way, we are still able to train up our team members, and I think we are quite good. Alright, let's move on. We have another item right over here, which is actually an escape rope. I feel like using an escape rope over here is really not going to be helping us, considering that we have been going in and out of caves a lot in this mountain. So even if we do use it, it's not going to be taking us all the way down. So it's going to be just taking us out over here. Either way, let's go ahead and move on. Again, over here we do have multiple paths through which we can actually go through. There's another cave that's actually going to be connecting way back to Route 211, which you might remember is right next to Eternal City as well as, I believe, Celestic Town. But we won't be able to go through it now, so I'm going to be just ignoring that cave. We might be able to go through it in a later stage. For now, we'll go ahead and climb up this rock climb over here. And there are again a few items that we can pick up, so let me actually run around and pick up the items as well. Alright, we can actually go through here, which is mainly avoiding the grassy areas, and we are able to get only one item from this route. Alright, let's go ahead and climb a bit more down, and right at the end of this route we have a big mushroom. This is actually quite good considering that the move tutor is gonna be using a big mushroom or a tiny mushroom. Here we are in the last cave before we go ahead and go to the top of Mount Coronet. I believe we have around 4 to 5 trainers left, so let's go ahead and battle all of them. Here is the next grunt who has actually 2 Pokemons. The first one being a Bronzor. Alright, seems to be that they have a set of Pokemon that they're actually using. At this point I can actually go ahead and list out all the Pokemon they have used till now and all the Pokemon that they might still use. Okay, it's actually time to switch out my team members considering I can't really use the Raptor over here again. I do need to save its move PPs as I need to use it in a later stage. Alright, that did nothing on my Bronzong, so that's quite nice. We do have the move payback, so we should be able to take down this Bronzor over here. So let's see how we do. And of course we are still not able to take down the Bronzor even though we are level 51. That's quite sad. Considerably it shows the fact that my Bronzong's attack stat is really not that good. I should probably just stick to using Extrasensory and Psychic from now on, considering those do way more damage than the other moves. Alright, let's see which is the next Pokemon that's gonna be. And in the meantime, it seems like our Mime Junior is actually learning a new move, which I'll definitely go ahead and teach it as well. Alright, it's actually a Glameow, which means I should be able to go ahead and use my Infernape. Again, I have been using Infernape quite a bit for now, but I still feel like it's not really higher level, so we should be still able to go ahead and use it, especially with a Glameow up in front. Alright, let's go ahead and use Mach Punch. Thankfully this turn it actually hit. You might remember in the last episode when I actually used Mach Punch, it missed twice in turn. So that was actually pretty weird. I'm still not able to believe that Mach Punch would actually miss, or the opponent would actually avoid that move. So that was pretty suspicious. Either way, we have few hidden items over here. The first one is gonna be the Max Potion. And there's one more item. Let's go ahead and pick it up. It's right over here, which is a bag of Stardust. It's actually quite rare to see a bag of Stardust in this game, considering I have got quite a few. Comparing to the other games where I used to get a lot of them, I think it's quite less over here. Either way, here is our next grunt, who is gonna be again using a Bronzor. So I think I should just go ahead and switch into my Infernape, who should be able to take down these Pokemon with ease. I think I should go ahead and change the moveset for my Staraptor, considering it doesn't really have that much of a variety. I feel like Steel Wing has never been used. I don't know why I actually thought it that move. And I feel like there are other moves in my Pokemon that I might have to actually switch out as well. For now, I'll go ahead and switch in my Bronzor, who does have payback, thankfully. I might have to actually switch in all of these movesets. Maybe once we get the 8 gym badge, I'll just go ahead and reset all of these moves. Most of them are fine. For example, like Psychic on my Bronzor is fine. But I feel like there is still no, coverage for some of these types. The main type that I'm still kind of worried about is gonna be the Dragon type, definitely. The only move that I currently have that I can actually help is gonna be the Ice Beam, so I'm not really sure how to deal with that. Either way, we are still able to take down this Bronzor with 2 hits. Alright. I believe I have a few leper berries in my bag, so I should be able to, heal up my team members. But I'm not really sure if the game actually auto-heals your Pokemons once you're at the top of Mount Coronet, so I do want to check out on that. If not, I'll definitely go ahead and heal up my team members. Alright, his second Pokemon is gonna be a Golbat, which is quite easier for us to take down. I'll go ahead and use a Psychic that should be able to take it down in 1 hit. Not bad. Alright. Now, regarding the encounter for Mount Coronet, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be catching. Again, this is the same part of the whole area, and I have already gotten a Chingling over here. So I'm not really sure if I do have to get another encounter, because I don't think we have another Pokemon to actually encounter. Either way, I think the Pokemon that we have encountered till now are quite good, so I won't be really able, making my effort to catch any other Pokemon. Unless it's a totally different route where we might have a chance of getting 2 or more newer Pokemons. Alright, here we have another Golbat who we should be able to easily take down. Again, I feel like Staraptor is not really helping me over here a lot, so I do have to actually switch into my Bronzor, or my Bronzong in this case. Alright, let's go ahead and... This is actually the first time I'm seeing a Golbat use Poison Fang. That is an amazing move, and I really wish that my Skuntank would have learnt it. But apparently it is not in Skuntank's moveset. Alright. Either way, Poison Fang is a pretty good move, and I'm really happy to see a Crobat actually using that. I believe it does learn that move naturally, so if you are going to be using a Crobat, that is a pretty good thing. Alright, let's go ahead and switch up a little bit. I did decide to again bring in Infernape over here, who should be able to easily take down this Glameow with 1 Mach Punch. Alright, let's see which is the last Pokemon with this Grunt, and I believe we'll be almost on top and out of, out in the open for Mount Coronet. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be a Bronzor who we should be able to easily take down with the Infernape. Alright, now I feel like I haven't really used Flamethrower a lot. I have been using Flame Wheel. Now I might go ahead and use this move when we have the upcoming battles. Regarding the upcoming battles, I feel like I might have to switch in my actual team members for that one. We do have a lot of consecutive battles, so I won't be really having time to actually switch in my team members. So we'll see how that goes. For now, I'll go ahead and go outside. Alright. We have one more double battle before we have all the main battles that are going to be starting. So I'll probably go ahead and just defeat these 2 trainers over here and end out this episode. We have gone ahead and done a lot of things in this episode, especially going to the headquarters as well as coming to the top of Mount Coronet. So I feel like that's probably a good place for me to actually end. Okay, seems like they have a Dustox and a Stunky. I think I can still keep Staravia up in front for this one, especially for the Dustox. And let's see what we can do with the Stunky over here. I'm not going to be searching out my Weavile. Alright, at least Staraptor was quite fast and we were easily able to take down the Dustox. Not bad. And I can see that my Sneasel is almost at level 40. It's actually catching up with the other team members, so that's quite nice to see as well. Well, it seems like my Staraptor is actually poisoned. That is quite rare. I was not expecting this Stunky to actually use Toxic on my Staraptor, but alright. Okay, the other Pokemon is gonna be a Grogunk, which actually has Anticipate, and it can actually see the moveset on my Staraptor. I'll still go ahead and keep my Staraptor up in front for this turn. Maybe I'll just go ahead and switch it up later. Alright, at least we were able to take down the Grogunk, so that's nice. I guess we still have to kind of focus on the Stunky. It is doing a bit more damage than I really like it to, so we should be able to take it down in next turn. Okay, it actually used Venoshock, and I'm actually surprised that it didn't really do that much damage on my Sneasel. Pretty good. I'm actually quite happy that Staraptor was able to heal itself with Friendship. That's quite nice. This is mainly because I had this Staraptor as a Starly from Route 2. So I guess 2 in the sense it would be do not do in this game. So that's the reason why its Friendship level is completely high and it was able to heal itself. Pretty good. And we were able to, defeat both Grogunk and Stunky over there. Alright, this Glameow is gonna be the last Pokemon that's actually left, so let's quickly go ahead and defeat it as well. I don't really care which move I'm gonna be using because this Glameow is definitely gonna go down for the close combat. We have defeated these trainers as well, so this is pretty good. I feel like we have done a lot in this episode, and I think in the next episode we'll have a lot more drama going on. Especially considering that we can still see the Team Galactic commanders who are standing over there, which means we are gonna have some really tough battles. I'm pretty sure we'll be going ahead and seeing Barry and the other guys as well, so I'm looking forward to see them. Either way, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Definitely go ahead and let me know if you have anything in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next one.